16 and pregnant Whitney Purvis welcomed late son Weston Jr. via C-section. A comprehensive look back at his birth and Whitney's life. In April 2009, audiences met Whitney Purvis, a 16-year-old high school student from Georgia, on the first season of MTV's 16 and Pregnant. Her episode documented the unique challenges and realities of teenage pregnancy, offering viewers an unfiltered look at her life as she prepared to become a mother.
AOL.
Whitney was just a teenager when she became pregnant by her boyfriend, Weston Gosa, often referred to as Weston Sr. The couple lived with Whitney's grandmother, affectionately known as Me More, while she continued to navigate school, relationships, and pregnancy as best she could. MTVMoms.fandom.com. What made Whitney's story particularly notable was that her own mother was pregnant at the same time, a rare and complex situation that added emotional and logistical layers to an already challenging time. TV season and spoilers. Whitney's journey to motherhood was far from easy. Her due date aligned with a momentous milestone in her teenage life, prom night. Amid the excitement and emotion of high school, Whitney began labor. As documented on 16 and Pregnant, she spent the night in the hospital, where medical staff administered Pitocin to induce labor.
AOL.
Despite the induction, complications arose. According to Whitney's own account on the show, her labor did not progress normally, and there were concerns that her baby, soon to be named Weston Gosa Jr., was not getting enough oxygen. For the safety of both mother and child, the medical team made the decision to perform a cesarean section, C-section.
AOL.
In Whitney's words from the episode, "The contractions were the worst pain I've ever felt. Things got even scarier when they said my baby wasn't getting enough oxygen.
So I had to have a C-section. And I don't remember much after that.
When it was over, my baby was perfect."
AOL.
A C-section is a surgical procedure used to deliver a baby through incisions made in the abdomen and uterus. It can be planned ahead of time or performed emergently, as in Whitney's case, when there are concerns about the well-being of the mother or baby during labor. Because Whitney was still very young and faced labor complications, the C-section ensured that Weston Jr. could be delivered safely. Although Whitney later said she didn't remember much immediately after the surgery, which is common due to anesthesia, the moment she saw her newborn was clearly powerful and emotional.
AOL.
After his birth, Whitney, like many first-time mothers, had to adjust to caring for a newborn while still figuring out her own life path. After the show aired, her relationship with Weston Sr. remained on and off. At times they tried to co-parent and make their relationship work. At other times they faced difficulties.
AOL.
The aftermath of the show highlights how real life doesn't pause for cameras. Whitney and Weston Sr. welcomed their second son, River Blake, in October 2014, but eventually separated.
Yahoo Lifestyle.
After her time on MTV, Whitney did not join the spin-off series Teen Mom, which continued to follow other cast members. Her life included moments of joy and challenges, and she continued to share parts of her journey on social media.
Yahoo.
She also welcomed a third child, Colin Adonis, in 2023, nearly a decade after River was born, expanding her family once again.
Yahoo Lifestyle.
Tragically, Whitney's eldest son, Weston Gosa Jr., passed away on June 2, 2025, at the age of 16. The news sent waves across social media and entertainment news outlets, with Whitney describing his death as her worst nightmare come true and calling him her heart.
People.com+1.
Her emotional tribute expressed deep grief and a sense of disbelief at losing her child so young, feelings that many parents find impossible to prepare for.
Hello.
While details about the exact cause were not immediately clear, family members noted that Weston Jr. had faced health challenges, including conditions such as diabetes and genetic issues. An autopsy was ordered to better understand what happened. People.com. Looking back at Whitney's birth story and life experiences shows a path filled with complexity. Youthful reality TV and real life. When Whitney appeared on 16 and Pregnant, she entered the national spotlight at a very vulnerable age. The show aimed to depict the real experiences of teenage pregnancy, and for many viewers, her story resonated because it didn't shy away from the challenges of early parenthood. mtvmoms.fandom.com. Her birth story, especially having to undergo a C-section as a teen, adds another layer of weight to an already life-altering moment. C-sections, while common, are major surgeries, and navigating one as a teen only underscores the emotional and physical journey she faced.
AOL.
Whitney's story is part of a larger cultural conversation about teen pregnancy, motherhood, and how young parents cope with life's challenges. While 16 and Pregnant introduced millions of viewers to her world, what followed, including co-parenting, relationship changes, and family highs and lows, reflects how unpredictable life can be after reality television.
AOL.
Her journey also shows that growing up in the public eye can be complicated. From the joy of childbirth to the pain of loss, Whitney's experiences have been deeply personal and, at times, very public.
Yahoo!
Whitney Purvis' decision to share her story as a pregnant teenager gave many viewers a look at a critical moment in her life, one that began with the birth of Weston Jr., born via C-section during a time of youthful expectation, challenge, and transition.
AOL.
Over the years, her life has been shaped by the joys and struggles of motherhood, moments of celebration, and heartbreaking loss. Through it all, the story of how she welcomed her first child remains a defining chapter, not just in her personal history, but in the larger narrative of how young parents navigate the unpredictable path of life.
Yahoo Lifestyle.
If you'd like, I can also help you explore topics like the medical reasons why C-sections are used, or how 16 and Pregnant influence teen pregnancy discussions. Just let me know.